Hello, my name is Zachary on YouTube subscriber Teacher Zachary1. How y'all doing this evening? Controversy in California over the last month. I have been on it for the last month. I haven't. It's very, very, very sad that we live in a society that people that have been punished for their crimes get repunished all over again. Uh, July 8th, 2013, the Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation (CDCR) prison inmates have started a nationwide hunger strike at the California state penitentiaries. People at Pelican Bay State Prison in Crescent, California, has been for since the first of all the prison's been open since 1989. It's been open for a very, 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 very long time. It's 22 years old. It's a supermax. It's a supermax prison to confine the worst of the worst. It's like it's torture. It's pure hell. Some people be in there for 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 plus years, dehumanized in these conditions. So I've been reading articles lately, and if I'm not mistaken, they is on day 40. If I'm not mistaken, because I'm reading an article just 2 days ago that they said going on the 6th week that the governor Jerry Brown has no public comments on the corrections chief control violent prison gang bent in their power advocacy for the inmates spending 23 hours a day in windowless cells for decades. From torture must end. It launched on July 8th when 30,000 inmates refused breakfast. It has been a largely wide battle over public perception. The official tally for Tuesday is 287, which 133 have refilled prison meal for 36 days. Prison administrators say 93 inmates have suffered from dehydration and abnormal pain and required medical attention for the last 7 days. 6 of them have to get sent to outside hospitals, and 93 of them have remained eaten. This is bizarre. This is a shame that we live in a society that is okay if they get tried by the judge, and it's okay to lock them up, throw away the key, and say the hell in the fuck with them. They have rights just like us. We may have limited rights. They may have limited rights, but they have rights. And if the CDCR know the Geneva Convention, it means that you don't have a right to torture these people. From the UN, the Genome Convention, and all these various organizations, Amnesty International, and all of these people saying 15 days in solitary confinement, supermax, administrative segregation, it is torture. It is deemed to make people have psychological issues such as hallucination, suicide tendency, and all the other stuff that come with the territory. We have it also. The article keep going, and it's saying more than 30 inmates had lost 10% of their body weight. What the fuck? Listen here, Jeffrey Beard, Terry Thornton, the spokesperson and the head, the secretary of the CDCR, wake the fuck up. Nobody know. Everybody knows y'all dirty little secret. Y'all promised these inmates last year that you gonna give them their rights, give them their privilege, give them their phone calls, give them stuff, and you still treat them like they dirt, like they dogs. They ain't dogs, but y'all treat them like that. Even a murderer needed to get a bone thrown to them. Throw them a freaking bone, man. It's bull. And this is the audacity what she has to say. And this is a quote for Terry Thornton, spokeswoman for the Department of Correction of California and Rehabilitation, saying, "We are not going to make a policy decision under threats and intimidation." Look, woman, it's not about gang politics. It's not about who's the shot caller? It's about violating the 8th Amendment right and violating the 14th Amendment right, the Equal Protection Clause, and then violate the 13th Amendment right, which written for the proclamation of the Emancipation Proclamation. It violates those key factors because you slave them. Basically, when you do a crime, our black brothers and our brown brothers, you are a slave to the state. But that doesn't mean the state have a right to dehumanize you in a way that you have to comply for what they say. Basically, the prisoners have a demand, and this is reasonable demands. This is reasonable demand that they're not asking to get out. They're not asking for anything. They're not asking to get out. They're not asking to get something. They just want 5 basic rights, and then one of them is in-group punishment and administration abuse. 2, abolish the debriefing process and modify active and inactive gang status criteria. Number 3, comply with the U.S. Safety and Abuse of American Prison 2006 recommendation to end long-term solitary confinement. Number 4, provide adequate and nutritious food. Number 5, expand process of construction program and privilege to indefinite shoe status inmates. These are adequate rights that a person wants to make, and they not budging. They said, fuck y'all in there. We not gonna let it be with prison politics and all of this other stuff. We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do that. Fuck y'all. Y'all did the time. Y'all do the crime. No, Terry Thornton and Jeffrey Beard. This is Zachary Deloney speaking. Y'all have to understand, people is not gonna sit there and pay their hard-earned tax money for y'all to lie and say that they're gonna go on the main line and do that. Okay, they do that, alright. But you house them far away from home, that's one. 2, you house them in a situation that is near the Oregon-California border, away from a place that is you call tough on crime. And Terry, you're black. How dare you go and say and rise against your black brothers and your black sisters to make a point for the white man? How dare you? These people is humans. They don't need to be dehumanized because you thinking something gonna happen. They ain't asking for a full gourmet meal. They ain't asking for that. They ain't asking for anything. All they asking for is the 5 core, which I think is reasonable. My brothers and my sisters, my Mexican brothers and my Mexican sisters, you see where this is going at. They don't give a damn about us, our family, and our kids. All they doing is want to make money off our pain and our misery. All they want to do is just say, we are California and we want to be tough on crime. People in the shoe committing suicide, being mad, having psychological problems when they coming out, having issues of reintegrating back into society. When the madness gonna stop? Jeffrey Beard and Terry Thornton. Jerry Brown, when the madness gonna stop? You had the power to tell them they is wrong with what they doing, and they are wrong. When y'all gonna stop? When y'all gonna stop dehumanizing these inmates because they did something wrong? They already did something wrong. They're getting punished for the rest of their life. At least have them to be comfortable as possible They're not asking for a gourmet meal. They're asking for it to get out. They know they're gonna do the whole bit and the whole 9 yards. Y'all just saying, fuck these prisoners, fuck these mothers, fuck these cousins and aunts and nephews and all the other people. You want to be tough on crime. All I have to say is these people have rights. You strip away their rights, they don't have shit. They don't have phone calls. They don't have this. They don't have that. They can't get in contact with their family members. You can't. They can't. They can't. They can't go on the phone and call. They need that contact with their family, and y'all take it away from them. And it's very, very, very sad that y'all do that. That is torture in itself. Having no communication with family and friends. That's very wrong. The people in Pelican Bay State Prison keep doing what you're doing. You need to be heard. I don't care if y'all do the worst of the crime. I don't wish bad on any of my enemies. Keep doing what y'all doing. Because of the fact of the matter that it needs to be heard. Because if they continue on doing it, they can think they can get away with it over and over and over and over again. This is the 5 key thing I want the Congress to get rid of. They need to get rid of solitary confinement. They need to get rid of Supermax. They need to get rid of administrative segregation. They need to get rid of all of these places because it's not working. It's just making them more mad, more bitter at the system, more bitter at the outside world. And when they get released, I don't know, project release date, when they get released from prison, they're going to be mad at the world. And they're going to come back right back in here. Because y'all want to be so-called tough on crime. Jeffrey Beer, how dare you? You a psychologist. You're a disgrace to the psychological community. You a disgrace. I don't have no respect for you. I don't have no respect for you, man. Terry Thornton, I don't have no respect for you because you're a black person. You brown skin. And you will sit here and let a white person strip away your dignity from your black brothers and your black sisters. I don't have no respect for you as well. Y'all sitting here saying I don't want to have no threats and intimidation while people is dying. People are starving. People are dying. They don't have no powerful tool. Y'all take it away from them. And the only way they'll react to it is they have to do something drastic to get the message across. I don't know how you feel about it, y'all YouTube people, but I feel that something should be addressed about it. Something should be known about it. Something should be done. We can't continue to let the California Department of Correction and Rehabilitation have the R in it. Rehabilitate what? Y'all ain't rehabilitating this shit. Y'all keeping the money in y'all pocketing it. And you don't give a fuck if the person die. You don't give a fuck if the person go mad. You don't care. The Bible, what y'all do, and I believe in the affirm of the Bible, what y'all do to somebody will come back on y'all 100 times greater than what you did. You can beat their ass, you can fuck them up, you can kill them, you can do state execution, you can put them in a hole in solitary confinement for long periods of time. All they have left is their spirits. And you cannot bring down their spirits. Because that's the only thing they have left of their shred of dignity. They shred of dignity that they had left. After that, it's like the old saying, you take everything from me, that person don't have nothing else to lose. And they don't mind getting killed to get away from the heartache, from the pain, and from the suffering that any prison does. I don't care if it's Department of Correction and Rehabilitation, federal prison, or any other state prison that practices this today. In my opinion, they are out for money and they don't give a fuck. If y'all don't want to go to prison, don't Go, because you see what happened. My name is Zachary Deloney, and this is Zachary Deloney. Have a nice day. Good night.